brought to you by Gitanjali Salon, Channi Himmat, Jammu. Follow Ruchika Makeovers on Facebook and Instagram for best bridal makeup in town.
Hello viewers, you're watching Jammu Links News. I am Mannat Gupta and welcome to the daily updates of Midday News. Let's begin.
The number of COVID-19 cases in Jammu and Kashmir reached 354 on Sunday as 13 more people tested positive for the coronavirus in the Union Territory. Of the fresh cases, 12 are from Kashmir while 1 is from Jammu. Now the number of novel coronavirus in the Jammu division is 55 and that in the Kashmir division stands at 299. 5 COVID-19 patients have died in Jammu and Kashmir. Kashmir has received the first batch of 9,600 rapid test kits as the valley is trying to ramp up testing in its fight to contain the spread of COVID-19. The result of these tests take around 30 minutes. The kits would be used in 83 red zones in the valley on a priority basis to help the administration expand the testing in these designated areas. Militancy is under control in Jammu and Kashmir, but Pakistan has escalated its effort to disturb peace with a twofold increase in ceasefire violations by its troops along the border, Lieutenant Governor Girish Chandra Murmu has said. Ceasefire violations have doubled. Cross-border elements are desperate, Murmu said. The security situation in the Union Territory is better as compared to 2018, he said, adding half of 2019 was under strict restrictions. Stepping up the COVID-19 screening of Rohingyas living at various slums in Jammu, the Health Department in Jammu and Kashmir on Sunday collected a dozen samples for testing. The samples were taken randomly during screening of Rohingyas residing at Kargil Colony and Biru Plot in Bhathindi, a red zone by a team of doctors deputed to check for the symptoms of coronavirus among the population. More than 13,700 foreigners, including Rohingyas and Bangladesh nationals, are settled in Jammu and Samba districts, where their population has increased by over 6,000 between 2008 and 2016 according to government data. 32 prisoners, including 16 arrested under the stringent Public Safety Act, were released to decongest jails across Jammu and Kashmir in the wake of COVID-19 pandemic. A total of 236 prisoners have been released this month by the Jammu and Kashmir administration on the directions of the Supreme Court. The highest number of 11 prisoners, including 10 PSA detainees, were released from the Central Jail Kot Balwal in Jammu, followed by 8 from Central Jail Srinagar. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has said that the Indian Army is carrying out targeted strikes on terror launch pads along the line of control in Jammu and Kashmir and eliminating the Pakistani infiltrators before they cross over to the Indian side. He said the armed forces are not lowering their guard at all while playing a significant role in country's overall fight to defeat the coronavirus pandemic. Over 400 people who were left stranded here due to the imposition of lockdown to contain the spread of COVID-19 last month were evacuated to their homes in the Union Territory of Ladakh. The stranded people belonging to different far-flung villages of Suru Valley, Barsu Nala and Stakpa Umba in the Kargil district left for their homes in a fleet of State Road Transport Corporation buses and private vehicles on Sunday. The centre on Sunday issued guidelines for movement of labourers within a state to facilitate partial resumption of select economic activities outside coronavirus hotspot from Monday, but ruled out any interstate travel. Issuing the order, Union Home Secretary Ajay Bhalla made it clear that there will be no interstate movement of workers during the lockdown, which has been extended till May 3rd. A police personnel succumbed to bullet injury after being shot by the terrorist in the Anantnag district of Jammu and Kashmir on Sunday. The deceased cop, identified as Manzoor Ahmed Dar, a native of Hilar Bahai, Kokarnag. The Union Health Ministry on Saturday issued an advisory against spraying of disinfectant on people for COVID-19 management, stating that it was physically and psychologically harmful. Even if a person is potentially exposed with the COVID-19 virus, spraying the external part of the body does not kill the virus that has entered the body, it said, adding that there is no scientific evidence to suggest that they are effective even in disinfecting the outer clothing or body in an effective manner. After getting an impressive response within the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, Aao Baat Karein, a brainchild of Directorate of School Education Jammu on Sunday finally extended its reach across the country and received overwhelming response. Counselors, psychologists and practitioners from parts of India have agreed to volunteer for the mental health initiatives being taken up by the Directorate of School Education Jammu for its tele-counselling helpline Aao Baat Karein, a brainchild of Director School Education Jammu Anuradha Gupta, which was launched in Feb 2019. There is no move to cancel the IAS Civil Services exam, and the dates for these exams will be announced after the lockdown period is over on the 3rd of May. This was disclosed by the Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh, who is also in charge Department of Personnel and Training, in response to a news circulating in a section of media and also social media that the government has decided to cancel the UPSC exams. A 500-bedded COVID-19 care center with all necessary facilities has been established and handed over to the Health Department in Jammu. It will be the first administrative quarantine center which has been upgraded to a COVID-19 care center in order to stem the contraction of coronavirus. The center at Yatri Niwas in Bhagwati Nagar boasts of a mess, water coolers and televisions for suspected cases whose results are awaited or those confirmed cases that have been clinically assigned mild or very mild cases. At least 8 domes of the newly renovated Gurdwara Kartarpur Sahib in Pakistan fell apart due to a thunderstorm, raising questions over the use of poor quality material for the extension of the revered Sikh shrine, as India took up the matter with Islamabad and demanded the damage be urgently rectified and remedied. Photos of the collapsed domes and other damage to the shrine due to the inclement weather went viral on social media over the weekend. Rather than playing catch-up, India must be ahead of the curve in the post-COVID world, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said on Sunday and exhorted people to use their innovative zeal to chart a new business and work culture redefined by its adaptability, efficiency, inclusivity, opportunity and universalism, calling them vowels of the new normal. Modi said that like vowels in the English language, these would become essential ingredients of any business model in the post-COVID world. Asserting that security forces are working on leads to identify the terrorist group responsible for the attack that left 3 Jawans martyred in Sopur on Saturday, Inspector General of CRPF Kashmir Rajesh Yadav said that the forces will soon avenge their death. Central Reserve Police Force on Sunday paid floral tributes to the 3 Jawans martyred in a terrorist attack in the Apple Township of Sopur in North Kashmir's district of Baramulla on Saturday. With 1,553 more COVID-19 cases, India's total number of coronavirus cases has reached 17,265, the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare said on Monday. Out of the total cases, 14,175 cases are active, while 2,547 people have been cured, discharged or migrated, and 543 deaths have been reported as per the ministry. As many as 36 deaths have been reported in the last 24 hours. According to the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Maharashtra continues to be the worst affected state with a total of 4,203 cases, while 507 patients have recovered and 223 deaths have been reported. Speaking at a meeting of G20 ministers organized by the groupings chair Saudi Arabia via video conferencing, Union Health Minister Dr. Harshvardhan on Monday emphasized on the proactive and preemptive strategy of India to contain the spread of COVID-19 that includes building exclusive infrastructure for management of coronavirus patients to avoid their intermingling. The ministers held a virtual meeting on Sunday to further coordinate efforts in combating COVID-19. Continuing their work of honouring the frontline corona warriors, BJP Jammu West appreciated the works of media personals belonging to various news agencies by appreciating their work and presented them letter of appreciation for their exemplary work in COVID-19 crisis. Former State President BJP Sat Sharma.